You know that ye are. Our loves are. You know that ye are. Singing the Zarzar song. Hi, friends. How you doing today? Just got back from a long, nice weekend. I was over the mountains, spending time with family, and doing a voice acting panel at a convention. So that was real fun. But now I'm back, and I want to try this game. I never played it before. Like, I realized last week that we have Xbox Game Pass, and I never use it. So I'm gonna play it today. Hold on. I did not need to switch my input for this game because it's not my Elgato. Come on. There it goes. It goes right there. And I think I'm gonna need to turn on the shwoobity-doo. Hold on. Oh, Xbox. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. Need to turn on my desktop audio for this one for it to work. Okay, let's try this. Let this app access your info. What if I don't wanna? God dang it. Me alone. No, come on. What are you doing now? What are you doing? Just a sec. Let me restart this thing. Thanks, game. Okay. Let's try this again. Ooh! Something Bit Studios. Probably, I don't know. Digital Sun. Ooh. Okay. Are you gonna give us that same Xboxy message? No. What the heck, man? Access your... Oh, you guys can't see it. Sure, whatever. I don't think it's gonna matter. It's just for record keeping and stuff. Okay. It's just Xbox. Like, can we have all of your information for free? Alright. It's me. New game. Okay. A normal game slot. Recommend? Okay. Normal for players who want to focus on the story. Hard. Original difficulty level created by the developers. Recommended for most players. Very hard for players who want a combat challenge. I'll go with hard. If it's how it was intended. Among the stars of the night, there's a land as old as imagination. One night, mazes full of extraordinary treasures and deadly creatures appeared in this land. They called themselves the Dungeons, strange, ever-changing ruins of unknown lands. Soon a village of the slightly curious took root near the dungeons. They were named... Among the settlers, two groups shine brightest, heroes and merchants, glory and riches. But the dungeons proved too dangerous. They were soon closed as too many lives were lost in their depths. Life became hard for the town, especially for the young owner of the oldest shop, Will the Moonlighter, long dreaming of opening the mysterious fifth door to the dungeons. His name is Will? Because he has the will to survive. Hey. Okay. LT. Alright, left trigger lets me dodge. So it's a, seems like, what you call it? Not proprietary. one. Like randomly generated dungeons. There's a word for it, right? Right. Okay. Okay. So you can dodge through monsters. Nice. Wah! Sweet. So it's very much like Enter the Gungeon that way. Okay. Right trigger to use a potion. Got myself a broom. Okay. Time to sweep the floor with you. Are you still alive? Okay. Oh, okay. So holding X is a charge attack. Tapping A is a regular attack. It looks like you can get combo points and critical hits or something for several. Alright, well, we know that that's our health right trigger, so I'm going to save that until I need it. Oh, looks like we need a key. Hello. Whoa. Cool. Okay, so you can hold the charge maybe indefinitely until you're ready to let go. That's handy. Well, that's handy. We got fabric. What's RT for? Is that, oh, it teaches you what it is? Sturdy but rough to the touch. I imagine some would want to use this in the creation of decorations. So we're, yeah, cool. It's like his diary. It's in the first person. Let's say, quick move. Let's try that. Hold on. There we go. That's good. Foundry rests. I believe this is to be remains of an old foundry. If the golems are created, what created them? The golems. Alright. Y for close. Okay. I don't expect I'm gonna be, like, playing this game for very long. I'm just kind of highlighting games from... I got Xbox Game Pass. I'm gonna use it. And use it to highlight some games for folks. I might make a series out of that. Might call it something like Pass or Play. Yeah? Not sure if that works, like, semantically, but it sounds clever. Fairly useless in its current form, but I could easily smelt it down to craft something new. A broken sword. Ooh, did I grab it? No, I didn't. There we go. There you go. Okay, so you can't dodge diagonally. Oh, you can't. Okay. I thought it wasn't letting me. Weird. Maybe it was just I was getting stuck. Good. Okay, so you can dodge in all 8 directions. Whoa, whoa. Oh. Oh boy. Whoa. Oh boy. Dodge. Ugh. Ow. Oh. Okay. So they're not hurt easy. Oh boy. Get him, get him. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. Yes, drink a potion. Gonna need to destroy these. Or maybe they just eventually wear down. Ah, poops! I feel like I'm meant to lose this room. Seems to be that way. Ah! No! Oh boy. Ah! I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die. And I'm pretty sure I'm intended to. Well, I got some things out of it, at least. Cool. Oh! They all go away. I am going to be enjoying an adult beverage during this stream, so apologies if that offends, but I'm going to have a nice Zinfandel while I'm playing Moonlighter. Xenon. What a sorry-looking kid. All alone now. Rest for a bit, Will. I have you now. Thanks, Xenon. This game already reminds me a little bit of Risseteer, which like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be running a shop while going into dungeons to fight, which is the exact concept of that game. It's a little more anime-y.
Even as a mere child, barely able to walk, you were curious of the dungeons. There's no doubt. You carry the same obsession as old Pete. Morning, boy. Did our little merchant bite off more than he could manage? Well, listen to me. The hard truth is this. Oh, you're the last of your family. The only one left to run Moonlighter. You can't keep pushing yourself like this. Risking your life on the fifth door nonsense is foolish. Just leave it. Find some artifacts, then use your pendant to get out of the dungeon.
Alright. So it's a quick warp out after you find some treasure? Cool.
And for Crater's sake, stop using that broom of yours, you daft boy. It's dangerous to go alone.
Take this. Oh, thanks, Xenon. Alright.
It's mine from back in the day. Use it. I have little need for it now.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Now then, get up. You're wasting light. Can't have you neglect the shop all day. Let's see if I can get through your hard heads some of the tricks that I picked up from your grandfather so many, many years ago.
That is delicious. Okay, well, you got a sword and shield. You can't use them in town.
Successfully selling your merchandise takes knowledge of two things. You must know an item's value, as well as its demand. Come now, open the shop up and allow the customers in.
Okay. Hi, friend. You interested in buying this? Yeah? Okay. Cool.
Sure. Did you see that? Best expression you can hope for. The item wasn't too expensive for them and not so cheap for you to lose profit. Be sure to pay attention to your customers' expressions. That's how your grandfather always knew if his prices were fair.
Okay. Are you happy about it? Oh, hey, AR Star. How you doing today? Not happy about it.
I don't think I need to tell you how that item was obviously overpriced. Lesson learned? Finally, be careful of selling a popular item too much.
Because it'll become become unpopular if everyone has it, I guess.
If you flood the market, you'll have to offer cheaper prices on your wares. Point is, charge higher than something it is in high demand and in low supply. Take out your merchant notebook. It should hold all the information. You have gathered on discovered wares and artifacts.
Okay, I don't know if that's a typo or not. Oh, never mind. It was a continuing sentence. How's your day going, AR Star? Right. I am trying out a new game. I don't suspect I'm gonna be like playing it for more than like today, but yeah, I might be. I'm gonna be starting Xenogears soon, and it's probably gonna be this week. But I've been itching to try this. It was on Xbox Game Pass, so I'm giving it a shot. All right, selling and reactions. It would appear dang it. How do I go look at that? I want to read through it. I can't. Whatever.
It seems the sun's fallen for the day. I best head off. You'll pick up more on your own. Restoring the shop to its full glory, that responsibility falls to you, not I. It's in your blood, Will. Make us proud. In the meantime, why don't you try that new sword of yours? Dungeons are more perilous at night, but one can always find better artifacts. Just don't dive too far. And use that pendant, boy.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you here, too.
Go on now. These weary bones of mine must rest.
All right. So, as I was saying right before you showed up, this game very much reminds me of the game Risseteer, which is running a shop while going into dungeons to collect the things to sell. So yeah, you're a shopkeep who's also a dungeon crawler. I'm wondering how well they polished that mechanic, because Risseteer was cool, but like for me the shop got boring fast. Maybe this one will have done it better, or maybe this genre of game just doesn't tickle my fancy as well. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I love the pixel art. Golem Dungeon available to merchants and heroes. Enter. Well, hi, Shadowscape. I'm good. How are you today? Mm-hmm. So yeah, procedurally generated. I think that's the word I was looking for. Like many a game these days, procedurally generated dungeons. So now I got a sword instead of using a broom. Okay, so if I hold X, I get a shield. That's nice. Cool, cool. Yeah, it is very pretty, isn't it? Lovely. Ah! Okay. Shield. Yeah, cool. Nice. It seems like time slows a little bit if you hit them, if you block right as they're about to hit you. So that's neat. It's good to know. These little spiders make me think of the tiny spider guardians in Breath of the Wild. All right. Ha. Okay. Little slimes. It's all right. I've only been playing for about 15 minutes, so it's hard to tell. I had trouble really getting into Risseteer, so maybe this might play out the same way, but I'm kind of liking the feel of it, at least for the dungeon crawling sections. Ooh. Hey, what happens? I have my broom again. What'd I do? Read. Okay. To a person of hopefully far better luck than I, my time is short. I took injury from the strange creature across the room. My pendant all but shattered from the scuffle. Check him out, though. I'd say I fared better than he. He caught me spying on him near the Guardian's room. He dropped a couple items when he fled. One of which is this. Map? Diagram? Whatever it is. I was right! They called me crazy. Said old Crazy Pete gone and lost his marbles. But I was right. Each guardian of a dungeon must possess a key of sorts. All of them linked to that giant locked door outside the dungeons. The fifth door of Rinoka. Sadly, I won't be around to see the open door. To whoever found me, I apologize for the smell. But the diagram should be around here somewhere. Please, open the fifth door of Rinoka. These dungeons are not what they seem. So that's old Pete that our old man friend told us about. All right. Can I trade weapons? What did I do with my sword and shield? I hope I didn't. Oh, okay, cool. So I can quick switch with RB. Nice. And with LB. Sweet. Good to know.
Big boss gonna kill me. I supposed to let them all out. Now I have to chase this weird creature that stole my stuffs. Big boss gonna be so upset with little me.
Alright. No, you're not late at all. It just started. Alright, I wonder if it matters with the color placement there. Okay. So, the second image means your coin purse, your money's full, I guess? What's the B? I don't know. Let's see. B. Oh, that's how we warp out. Gotcha. That's our warp stone. Cool. Good to know. So you can warp out anytime, I guess, or anytime that the it probably requires that you finish the room.
Ah, the young proprietor of the Moonlighter has returned. You looked intact? Finally learned to use that pendant properly? It's about time, boy. What are you holding? Is that a chart of the dungeons? Where'd you get this? You found old Pete? Dead. See? This is what happens when you chase what's behind that door. Leave it, Will. Just get the artifacts you need from the Golem dungeon. Look after Moonlighter.
Moonlighter's the name of the shop.
Now, I noticed some posts on the town board that may interest you. Some shops want to move in, attempt to revitalize this town. Apparently they need some startup capital first. It'd be nice to see some new life in Anoka. Nice indeed.
Alright, I'll help. Yes, I am. I'm drinking some wine for this stream. I just got back from a weekend of being out of town. I spent time with family a town away, or I guess a couple towns away. Finally got to go see them. It took, it was like either a 5-hour drive or a 1-hour flight, so I ended up doing the flight. So I got to hang out with them, and the same weekend I had a voice acting panel that I was the host of at a convention. So it was my first time doing a full lecture by myself. So that was fun. That was a good time, and I learned a lot from it, and some things I can take, and some things I can leave. But and for the most part, people really liked it. So it was a good old time.
Investments.
Town? Oh, okay. So we're how much money? I don't have a lot of money yet. Okay, so to invest in the town, we need more money.
What up, Xenon? Boy, Renoka's seen better days. When your grandpa first opened Moonlighter, people from all over the lands would come to visit the shop. The hustle and bustle was constant, but now...
I think this is Moonlighter. Yeah.
Does anyone want to buy a thing?
Sure. Have a golem core. I have no idea what this is worth. I guess I gotta try to do it. Quick place. Oh, there we go. Just one at a time. Yeah. Hardened steel. I kind of want to keep that. I bet that would be a good upgrade material or something.
Water sphere.
Teeth stone. Yeah. If this shopkeep mechanic is anything like Reciteer, I'm gonna be bored of this game quickly. I see where it would be very appealing for some folks, but it's just not a game style. Like running a shop isn't a game style that I'm super fond of myself. I want to go hit things. Oh yeah, there was a quick warp, maybe into the same room. Golem, I don't know. I mix them up all the time. Gollum is the Lord of the Rings character. Golem is the Jewish amalgamation of clay built to fend off the enemies of the Jews. I don't know if golems had an earlier iteration, but I think it was I believe it is originally like a Jewish thing. that's where it originates. Well, I guess the door just goes away. Okay, so I gotta go back and re-enter. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Golems. It's interesting, the history behind them. Ah! It's in the Torah, right? I think that's the holy book, right? For the Jewish faith. I might be wrong about which book that mentions golems, but yeah, it's a Jewish thing. Ah! Oh, I thought that the red would hurt me, so I was trying to avoid it. The floor is lava! Ah, this looks like a Wallmaster from Zelda. Yeah! Have some of that. Alright. I don't know what that is, but I'll take it. And I also don't know how many spaces I have. Artifact must be placed to the left or right of bag. What? What does that mean? There? Can I not put it there? What? I don't understand. Teach me. What? I don't understand. Maybe I gotta choose one? We got an ancient pot. We have white stone. I'm so confused. Whatever. Today marks my first steps into these mysterious dungeons. They were discovered not far from Renoka, a small and incredibly charming village just north of the crater. And they're quite a unique occurrence. Any number of adventurers may enter a dungeon at once, but no one will adventure together. These dungeons seem to be built to build themselves around the one entering, a unique maze for each person. Never the same labyrinth twice. One must ask, though, if no one's currently inside the dungeon, does it even exist? Now these are the questions. These are the questions. Many right now are flooding to these dungeons for their treasure, completely disregarding the inherent danger of hostile creatures inside. Just for some gold and some fame. But not I. No. It's all about the questions for me. Where did these dungeons come from? Why do they constantly shift and change? And why are they filled with unseen treasures? I'm not here for the what. I'm here for the how and why. So we got a historian. Or, I guess, yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? Not paleontologist, archaeologist. Yeah, I got an archaeologist. We're trailing, I guess. I don't understand what this is about. Must be placed to the left or right of bag. Why? Can I dump? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it meant literally. Weird. Left or right of bag. So it has to be to the very left or to the very right. So that means I would be able to put it here too? Okay. Cool. Good to know. Man, I can't pick that up, can I? Where's my stuff? I guess that's maxed out, huh? Oh, it's a robot. Ah! God dang it! No, not the broom. The broom is useless. Well, it has some use. Ah! see. To the top or bottom. Well, okay. That's pointless and annoying to make me do. Why would I want to do any of that? I can tell I'm already not going to be a huge fan of this game. You're putting so much pointless restrictions on me, game. Why would I want to do this? Okay, so I can't leave until... Oh, until the warp bag is charged. That's how it works, huh? And it's charged... I'm not quite sure how, but it charges per room, I think. Still can't leave. What's this? Why? Why do our tools keep disappearing? Chambers full of precious stone are left untouched, but rooms and chests holding our most basic tools keep vanishing. Okay. Ooh, yay! It's a fairy fountain. Weird thing is, these should... No, okay. How do I place, though? Quick equip. That's what I want. Okay. There. Now I have some healing potions that I can tap and use. Ooh! Thanks for the stiff. Ah! Okay. Ah, you're a big one. Golem warrior. Woo! Ah, butts. Blocked. Wah wah. Too bad. So sad. Golem dungeon number 2. This is one of the strange devices that the creature dropped when he fled. This one's rich, actually. Almost quite literally rich. For every time you place into this... Well, every item you place into this device, gold of some perceived value drops out. It's great if you need to use your pendant in a pinch. Oh, so you need to have an amount of gold, gotcha, to use your pendant. That's what that diagram meant. The device looks like a mirror, so I'm just gonna call it the mirror. Keeping it simple. I do wonder, though, where do the treasures dropped inside go? Am I getting to the best... am I getting the best deal here? Probably not. But that's okay. I'll use it. Okay, so we have a... Cool. Oh, that's great. So I'm sure you're getting like the lowest value for items, but I enjoy this mechanic already. I feel like I probably don't have to put as much time into shopkeeping with this thing, which is good for me. All right, I'm gonna grab that and drop it in. Okay. How many do I want? I want to grab a lot. A mirror that turns items into a small amount of gold. So it's got to make a big ol' ball, it looks like. What do you want? I don't understand. Oh, I guess I can use it right on an item? Oh, cool. That makes it easier. Yes. Well, let's see. Ooh, that was a pretty good... That was a pretty penny. Very much so. And I can go to town if I want to. I shall. Yeah, I might make this a little series, just going through the catalog of Xbox Game Pass games. That sounds like a fun one to do. Like play a game, just like trial a game for a little while, and give my kind of day one review on it or something. I like that. I like that idea. But I think that's going to have to come after I play through Xenogears, because that's going to be my next big game that I play. And that's been on the docket for like a couple months now. There you go. I feel like this is going to be worth something. Hardened steel. Foundry rests. Oh, take it all. I think I can just quickly do it, right? All right. There we go. That's way easier. Thank you, game, for simple mechanics like that. I appreciate it. That is convenient. Well, how much money do I have as a player? Interesting. Oh, wow. I think you have to use that amount of money to get out of the dungeon. Oh, that throws a wrench in my plans. Unless I have like a bank or something that is being stored in. I think it's causing me to. I think I actually have to use it. But to that. All right. Shwooby dooby doo doo doo. Yeah. So you go into dungeons to find items to sell at your shop, and you can set prices, and customers will come in during the day to, buy your items, and depending on their kind of reaction to the price of the item, it'll either, you're either ripping them off or not, or giving them a good price, and market value comes into play where, like, if you're selling too much of the same popular item, it'll become unpopular quickly. So, yeah, it's fun. Supply and demand and all that jazz. So for those who have a real interest into getting into economics and business, these kind of games I can see being really, really fun. Yeah. All right, there you go, buddy. Get over there. Ooh, look at that. Looks like we go to a warp zone into a forest. That's the first time I've seen that. Some of these walls are all warpy. Oh, God! Ah! Oh, stop. Don't kill me. Oh, God. I was using my broom. I'm having myself a Zinfandel. That's what kind of wine I'm drinking. I accidentally clicked off the RB button. Now, I want to not use this because I keep accidentally switching to the broom. There we go. Well, it'll be either well, that's a bummer. It'll be either my sword and shield or nothing. So, better to have the broom than nothing. Okay. Let's try this again. So, some of these warps go to higher level places. Did not know that. But now we know. Ow! You little jerks. Okay. Quick move all. There we go. Love it. So you have a quick move all, a manual move. Good. All good things for managing inventory space, which this kind of game definitely needs those kind of boons. So, good job, designers. So, I was attacked by a moving rock today. Can you imagine? A rock that moves? I did what any sensible person would do in this situation and smacked it right in the back. It shattered upon the ground, leaving behind a stone heart. A core, as we've come to call it. It's one of the many unique treasures that can only be found in this dungeon. Dropped by a guard unique only to this dungeon. I have to say, each of these dungeons has a very, very particular environment. A culture all its own. Be interesting. Wop, wop, wop. Boo, boo, boo. Bow. Oh, cool. Okay. Another forest entrance. Well, this time I know what to expect. Doesn't mean I'm gonna have much success fighting those things, but we'll see. Oh, what the heck? Something's sinking. Alright. I guess I don't want to touch that then. Ah! God dang it. Oh. Quick move all. I don't have any potions on me, so I don't want to go into the forest yet. Ah! Slimes! No! Leave me alone. Gosh. There you go. Yeah. What? I'm dead. Well, at least I guess all of it goes away if I die. Or a portion of it does. I don't know. Let me try this again. Oh, come on, stop it. Oh, butthole. Hey, it's Wind Waker Link. With the leaf. Deku leaf. Cool. Alright, we got through that room. Now what is up with all the warpies? Don't know yet. Oh, it's only ah! Jerk. Gosh. Ah! Yeah. Now, what does he say? Anything? Nothing? Okay. I'm a hurting. Oh, you got a mousey. Oh, a clicky mouse. I saw the word mouse and I thought pet. Ah! Ah! Fart butts. I lost all the good forest stuff. Not a real mouse. Well, good. It's good that it feels nice. My current one feels kind of weird, and I've been trying to use it's supposed to be very ergonomic. It's one of these guys. But my hand doesn't want to conform to it. It's supposed to be super ergonomic and help help avoid you getting arthritis, but my hand doesn't want to position on it the way that it's meant to. Ah! Where's my treasure? What? Hooray. Ooh, monies. Ooh, I like that. I do like that. Ah! Butthole. Well. Whale. I don't want to read your diaries. Not right now. Ooh, Heelys. I like that. Yeah, it does look funny. It's an odd mouse. I googled best ergonomic mouse and looked at several not ad reviews, and like this one kept coming up. So I've tried it, and my hand just doesn't like it. Like, I mean, I'm not really getting any wrist problems from it. So I mean, at the very least, it's not causing me issues. But it like, ooh, cool. But I'm not using it the way that they designed it to be used. So I don't know if it's doing any kind of good for me. I'm gonna go right back in that spring room after this room. Thank you. That's a new berry. Okay. So you can only take so many hits before you kind of get knocked back and lose your footing. Ah, that's nice. I appreciate that outlook. Diaries are supposed to be secret, so good on you for not reading it. Yeah. Whoa! Ah! Okay, so I guess if you wriggle out fast enough, it's not gonna hurt you. Yeah! Ah! Alright. Whoops. But why? What? Wow, wow. Scoobity doobity doo. Level 2. Ah, that was not smart of me. I should have gone back and healed myself up in that spring. Alright, good thing to keep in mind for the future. Before you leave to the next area of the dungeon, go heal yourself if there's a spring nearby. I'm gonna get you on the slant so you can't attack me from straight on. Ow! Never mind. Ouch. Ah! Bye-bye. Got one. Ah! No. Mm-mm. Ah! Mm-mm. Ah! Yeah. Sweet. All right, I'm getting out of here. All right, so it looks like we need... Cool. So it automatically takes maybe the cheapest item out of your inventory if you want to warp early. That's pretty cool. Neat. I appreciate that. These guys, these programmers have inventory management nailed down so far. It's nice when you run into that in an adventure game. So they get major props for that. Okay, so we should have a good bit of money. You know what? I guess I'm gonna go to bed and try to sell some stuff. What do I want to try to sell? A water lamp. That looks kind of rare. Crystallized energy. Yeah, cool. And I'm gonna store the rest. All right, so there is a little bit of an addictive quality to this game. I don't know how long that's gonna last for me. In the past, it hasn't. All right, quick move all that. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right, so that only carries 5 at a time. Good to know. All right, so let's maybe go to bed and sell some stuff for tomorrow. Maybe it's because of my wine. Yeah, I guess I do make funny faces when I get excited. I think it's all part of the... So there are several reasons. The acting's part of it, the part of being... There's being in a family of very animated people. Just... We're all a bunch of silly sills. Now, how do I set a price? Oh, I just said it. Okay. So part of this seems to be figuring out what things will sell for. All right, fair enough. I'm betting that there are probably some resources like books and guides, and they're like catalogs and whatnot throughout the game people where you'll get more information about what sells for the best price, or what's a good starting price for a new item, that kind of thing. I'm gonna start all these at 200 just as a safe range. My goal is to get 500 in my pocket. We'll see how that works. Open the shop. There you go. Hey, buddy. You want any of this stuff? I can't buy anything from you if you want to sell to me. So far, that mechanic hasn't come into play. So far, I'm only selling, which is fine. Okay. Yeah. I'll lower the price on the core. Oh, put it back in. Let's go 100. Market value. Oh, that one's not great either. Okay, that pure energy. I think it sold for about 120 or. Well, let's put it here. Hey, Mama, what do you want to buy? All right. She's gonna buy that for 100. All right, so that energy is not worth 200. We're gonna bring that down to, let's say, 150. Economics. Oh, okay. Ooh, good deal for that one, he says. Great deal for that one. So I can up the price on it. For those bells, I'm gonna go up to, there you go, buddy. All right, let's take a couple things. I'm gonna put another bell on and another energy. It's kind of fun. Part of it is like I'm enjoying that it's a little bit fewer mechanics than Risseteer was. That one just got kind of cumbersome to me. And this one might as well eventually. So I don't know. Let's try a new item as well. You gonna buy it for 150? Nope. Okay. Fair enough. I'll bring it down to 100 and set the other items in these places. We're gonna go 140 this time because last time it was 130. See if they'll buy it for that. This guy, I'm gonna try 200. And this guy sold for 200, so let's go 3. Sold for a great price for 200. Like they were like, "Oh my God, I'm getting a great deal." That's exactly how you know. Here, I'll show you. Let me see if I can find that page. That's how they teach you. It's based on their emotions. And apparently, like the money in the eyes is like, "Oh, that's a great deal." So I should raise my prices on those items because otherwise, I'm not doing myself any favors. Okay, so 300's too much. The Reciteer also had the mechanic of each individual customer had an amount that they would pay for, I think. As far as I remember. Like, that was just, for me, too much to keep up with. It's like, I get the appeal, but oof, that was a lot of things to keep in my head all at once. It's nice that you can approach this selling table from any angle and see all the items at once. So let's bring this to 100 and see if anyone's willing to buy it. All right, so that one went up by 10. Okay, too low. Fair enough. Oh, but you're going to buy it anyway, aren't you? You don't like the price, but you're willing to buy it. Fair enough. And no one wants to buy this energy for 150. So I'm going to take it down to 1. All right, so he's happy with that one, but not ecstatic. Cool. I didn't catch her expression, but there you go, friend. Yeah, all right, Memo. There you go. I don't have here. I'll place this for a moment. I'm gonna highball it. There you go. Cool. It looks like I can go. Yeah. I can stop anytime I want, which is really nice. So I can open and close the shop at any time. One of the things that I'm comparing this game a lot to the game Risseteer, I'm not even sure if that's how you pronounce it, but it's has the pretty much exact same concept where you're shopkeep, but instead of you going into the dungeon, you hire heroes, but you also get to play as those heroes, that kind of thing. Uh, but with the shopkeeping mechanic in that one, it was way more involved in a way that I personally wasn't a huge fan of. It's like, I want to go into dungeons and fight things more and have that be more exciting, but it almost felt like the dungeon crawling aspect was more of an afterthought. Where in this one, and I think you also had so many hours in a day to where your shop could be open. And this one, it seems like you stay open as long as you want, and you close whenever you want, which is, I like that. I like that very much. You get to play shopkeep as long as you want, and when you get bored with that, you can go play dungeon crawler. So that's pretty cool. Alright. I don't want to, well, I guess I'll put one of these. They say not to sell things too many times, but I don't know what too many means yet. No, put that back. Just one of these bells. As we're selling wells. Nope, okay. So that's too much for that guy. Definitely did highball it. So let's go down to 100. And this guy sold for 140, but they didn't like it. So they didn't like the price. So I'm gonna go to 130 to make my customers happy. I don't know if that matters in this game, but I want people to feel like they got a good deal, even if they're AIs. And this pot, I have no idea. But this guy can sell for like 250 already. Let's try 270. Alright, here we go. We have enough to help one of those up-and-coming shops already. And if we get another 500, we can help the second shop. There you go, bud. Okay, not a fan of that price. Interesting. It's probably because it's becoming not so popular because I've already sold like 3 of them. Let's drop it down to 110. Oh, those. Okay, so there is a time limit, I guess. Sweet. Total 1,290. All right. Good stuff. I'm gonna try another item. I'm gonna put this up. It's hardened steel, and I have about 15 of them in my inventory. So I'm guessing it's around 150. That's my estimate. I don't know. Kind of just a shot in the dark. Now it's nighttime. So I guess there is a set time for when you can keep your shop open, and it'll only last for about 2 minutes, it looks like, which is totally fine by me. That's about as much time I want to play shopkeep. Now, we can help upgrade the town. RE retailer or LE retailer. We do not have nearly enough for that, but we can help these guys. Yes. Do you feel dungeons are too hard? Tired of your old weapon? I can solve that if you bring me enough money and materials. A forge to be reckoned with. Oh, there he goes. Cool. He's walking up to it. Cool. A forge to be reckoned with. I'm going to check him out before I update the other shop. Or create the other shop, I guess. Fund it. Alright, friend. Aye, you must be Will, no? The one who requested my forge? My name is, of course, it's Andre. It's the name of the blacksmith in Dark Souls 1 and 2. It's such a good blacksmith name. Andre. My name is Andre. I'm the Forge Master. My name's Andre, Forge Master Extraordinaire. If it's weapons or armor you seek, Vulcan's Forge is the place. Alright. Oh, armor. I don't have any armor yet. Fantastic. And upgraded, huh? Oh, that's a brand new type. isn't it? Uh, I don't know what I'm assuming that the effect on the right, or yeah, the the right of the sword points, it looks like confusion to me. It's hard to, I don't know. Okay. Ooh, big swords. I want to play with the big sword. Cool. Gloves, spears, all types of bows. Cool. Get some range. That'll be nice. I don't have a bow yet, but that's one of the prereqs. Might try a big sword if I can. Nope. I need at least one big sword and a whip for that one, and a big sword and something else at the bottom. Looks like I can afford. Oh, well, I can make this. No, I can't. I need 10 more vines. All right, fair enough.
You don't have the required materials or the gold.
And 1,000 gold. Cool. Fair enough. So I think what I'm gonna do is, well, if I invest in my own shop, what happens? I can cheap sale box. Items sold in this sale box will have a 75% discount. All right, cool. Iron cash register. This useful cash register will entice customers and add an extra 10% tip when paying. All right. Comfy bed. A comfortable new bed that will grant adventurers extra health in the morning. That's fantastic. I like that. Extra space for your items. Fantastic. Okay, these cost quite a pretty penny, so I'm not there yet. But I can help this person. The Wooden Hat. Is brute force getting you nowhere in the dungeons? Visit the Wooden Hat to find potions and enchantments for this and that. Cool. I'm gonna help my town out. Alright, cool. Have a good one, Shadowscape. Good night. Cool, let's check out this place. Eris. Oh, a customer. My apologies. It's just this book. It's so good. Okay, yes, I am Eris, weaver and potion master. Come to the Wooden Hat when you need a potion or enchantment. Back to my book. What do you want to craft today? Flip. Enchantments. Okay. Ooh, I got 3. Ooh, I can upgrade my training short sword and shield. That's pretty cool. I appreciate that. Ha! Upgrade my broom. Yeah. The broom. It's considered a spear. Love it. Hey, Spider Sam. This is Moonlighter. It's a I'm playing it as kind of a trial. I'm wanting to try a new series of games, and I think I'm gonna call it Player Pass, and it's I have Xbox Game Pass, which is a huge catalog of games, and it's a monthly subscription thing, and of course you can access a lot of those games on your PC as well, which is how I'm playing this. So I'm considering doing like a day's worth of gaming for different popular games, or for not even super popular games. But yeah, basically trying out games for the Game Pass catalog, and giving like a review of them after a couple hours. Like, this is something that I could be interested in playing more, or this is something that I don't care about, that kind of thing. So that's in consideration, and this is kind of a trial run of that. So today's game is Moonlighter, but I'm gonna give myself some time to work out the details on that, and time to think about that while I'm playing my next big game, which is gonna be Xenogears, and I'll probably start playing Xenogears this week. And that is an older PlayStation 1 era JRPG, so that's probably gonna be one of those like 60-hour games. I've never played it before, but it has a fantastic OST, and that's about all I know about it. One of my friends and one of the guys that I collaborate with a lot on music, Ian Martin. It's one of his favorite games, and and appears to be a big inspiration in his music. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll have to brace ourselves for the downgrade in graphics for that one, but it'll probably look about like this because it's PlayStation 1 era. So it'll be neat. So check, what is this, by the way? Okay. A flying golem. Flying golem made to collect materials and repair golems with them. Repair golems with them, okay. So I guess it's like an egg? Haven't gotten there yet, huh? Alright. Huh. I guess I can't use that yet. Alright. So we collected that eggy looking thing earlier. So, with this game, since you just came in, Spider Sam, you're a shopkeeper who's also an adventurer who goes down into the dungeons to collect like artifacts and items to sell in their shop. So it's a cool, if you're into like economics and setting prices and market value and all that kind of thing, this is the kind of game for you. I can't say that it's my favorite genre of game, but this is the second one that I've seen that has a similar game style to it. Reciteer was another one. It's very kind of anime looking. Yeah, right. So yeah, you're going into the dungeon and getting your items. Ooh, and you're also helping the town grow. Like I just spent like $1,000 helping an enchantments and potion shop open and a blacksmith open, because apparently the town was doing pretty badly after the dungeons closed because like several people died in them. So they're either back open again, or our hero here is sneaking in and not telling anybody, because his shop's not doing so well, and he's got to keep up his livelihood, so he's sneaking into the dungeons at night. Though I might also be able to go during the day, because all I know about them is that they're more dangerous at night and therefore more lucrative. So I'm going in at night, but I might also be able to go in the day. Oh no! I missed. Tried to dodge past and I missed. There we go. And I will say, like, even though it might not be my like first choice and it's procedurally generated dungeons like Binding of Isaac or Enter the Gungeon, that kind of thing. But I will say that the programmers of this game are do a super they get all the gold points for their inventory system. They have really good shortcuts for collecting items. You can like manually transfer a single item at a time, or you can take if you have an item that says like this one that says 3. When you're picking up new things, you can like click the RB button and get all those items, or you can click like the LB button and get every single item on the screen into your inventory. So I've only been playing for about an hour, so I'm still kind of learning the intricacies of the system, but that level of detail is super appreciated for a game that is demanding as much inventory management as this. So so far that's my hour in review. A little health pool there. Health pool there. Ah! No butts. I fell down. Alright. That's alright, I can go right back to the health pool after I clear out these baddies. So it's nice to luck upon a health spring in a dungeon. So I feel like at the very least, other games can take I'm maybe it's more of a standard in certain games that I'm aware of, but I feel like at the very least, like other games can take some advice from games like this, and this is how you deal with an inventory if you're going to be messing around in your menus for a while. Like, the easiest way to get through them and get what you want. This does fantastically at that so far. Ah! There we go. Oh, that thing got stunned. Okay, it was like a roly-poly. My goal right now for this run is to try to get 10 more, a total of 10 of these vines before I warp out. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh! Dodged. Haha! Nice try, Seath. Not this time. It's like Seath the Scaleless with those wide attacks. Okay, so this will take us to level 2 of the Golem dungeon. The first dungeon. There are a total of 5 dungeons, and you can't unlock the other ones until you've gotten to the end of each. I've only gotten to level 2 of level 1 of the first dungeon so far. So this is about as far as I've gotten. Alright. Oh, ah! Ow! Ow! Okay. Oh, butts. Okay, okay, these are fly boys. I don't know how to get past them. I don't have any projectiles. Okay. Oh, okay, so they zoom down at you. I got you. Come on. I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. Oh. Okay, there we go. Come on. Uh-uh. Come on. Yeah. And what do we get in the treasure? Come on, potion. Nope. Oh, a mystery something. Artifact remains hidden while currently in dungeon. Alright, that's new. So I got enough money to warp out. I think at this level it requires about 300 gold to get me out of here. So yeah, you see my gold go away. But I can always sell things in my shop or use a bit of magic to get like the lowest value for an item. So there are a lot of really good... I feel like what Reciteer did, this might have improved on in a lot of ways. It's grabbing me better than that game did. Yeah, it does have a really good animation, like pixel art style. I like it. Faux show. So now, I've set these prices, and what's fun about it is that supply and demand matters. Like if you're selling a single item like this, what's it called? Crystallized energy. If that's super popular and people are coming in to get it, it'll slowly go down in demand. Like they're like, oh, that sold for 150 last time. Awesome. Oh, they're not gonna buy it for 150 this time. 140 this time. 130 the next time. 110. Oh, so you can't just expect that the same item's gonna keep selling because the demand's gonna go down when the supply goes up. So it's a fun little economics adventure. All right, so what do I got in my inventory? I didn't get enough vines. I am still about a bunch short. So that's me selecting manually, or I could do like a quick move of that amount. I'm gonna do that here as well. I'm gonna put away these stones since their market value has kind of gone down a little bit. I'll keep this with me. Broken sword's not gonna have much use, I think. Maybe the glass lenses will be worth something. We'll see. I'll play with a few of these items. Put all the rest in my inventory. I have 2 boxes, so I can store a lot of this. Now, time to open shop. And once you open the shop, I think you have about like 3 to 5 minutes, something like that, for it to stay open. People will buy as often as they can, and you'll see their emotions tell you whether they're willing to buy it and whether they think it's a good deal. So she was like, oh, that's a really good deal. The little coin eyes means that's a fantastic deal for her. So that probably means that I need to up the price next time. Selling it for 100 this time, I kind of got ripped off. Is the seller. There you go, friend. Enjoy. Alright. So let's replace that item with this. I have no idea what it's worth, so I'm going to try to highball it around 200. Alright, it's like a lot of things to keep in your head at once. It's an interesting style of play, but... Oh, so he didn't like those lenses. That was too much. We're going to lower that cost by a significant amount. We're going to go to 100. I might be ripping myself off with this, but it's a good way to test the waters, I think. Oh, they didn't like that pot price. So we're going to bring that down to 100 as well. They were like, that is a travesty. Alright, so she did like that 100 for those lenses. Cool. There you go, ma'am. Alright, let's throw one of these demon rocks, or whatever they're called. Empowering crystals. Cool. I'm going to try 300. I think those are worth a pretty penny. I don't know what this is worth at all, but I'm going to go for, I don't know, 150. A lot of this is guesswork, but I'm assuming that at some point we're going to have access to a, like our selling database and what people were willing to buy, and also probably best prices, catalogs, that kind of thing. We're still very early in the game, so I don't know. Like, oh, the shopkeeper monthly says that this item is worth this much, that kind of thing. Oh, not a huge fan. Okay, so we're gonna lower this price. So it wasn't a complete letdown for him, but he was like, I might be able to buy it, but I'm not gonna pay that much. It's too expensive. So let's lower a little bit. All right, so that seems like a reasonable deal for that pot. 100. Nope, she didn't like that either. Okay, so let's bring this down to 100 as well. The intricacies of shopkeeping is what you get to, putting yourself in the shoes of a shopkeeper in these games. And you know what? It has the added benefit. Yeah, right? Yeah, because I imagine it would be, right? Watching someone else play this, because you're getting to hear their kind of commentary. Like, I'm trying to voice everything that I'm thinking about this on the fly. And it's neat because, like, you get the extra added benefit of next time you play a fantasy game like a Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, you're like, you know what? I understand better what that shopkeeper in this town's going through. That kind of thing. It's fun. Alright, so too much for that redstone. I'm going to drop it by 100. I think, yeah, I felt like 300 might have been too much. Oh, okay. So that still is a very good deal. And that broken sword is also a very good deal for the customers. Which means I'm going to have to raise those prices. Fair enough. What you think, Grandma? No? Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to take that off my shelves because that's a synthesis material. That's another thing, too, is like oh, cool. And it sets automatically the last time you sold it, the last amount of money you sold it for. So, like, 150 for that one. That's super handy, right? So, if it's sold for if people felt like they were getting a super deal on it, let's go up to 170. Maybe that'll be reasonable. I'm going to grab another item or two from my inventory. How about a robot core or whatever, golem core? And this dude sold pretty well. And also the founder's soil sold pretty well too. It looks like we're getting toward the evening of our shop's opening time, so we don't have too much time left. I'm gonna up this to 150 because last time that sold it was for a lot, or it was for a happy price, super happy price. So is this sword, so let's do the same for it. Ooh, okay. She did like it, and it was a fair price. The regular smile means that's the fair price. Which one were you thinking for 160? The let's try the core for one. Well, let's see what it sold for last time. 100, and I'm gonna go 120 for it because I think that was just barely sold last time. All right, the steel. All right. Oh, he's still getting a good deal on it, huh? But not for the. All right, so they're still thinking 170 is a great deal. Let's jump the shark here and go 270. That's probably way too much. Oop. Yeah, let's go 240. Whoops. That's fine. But this one's still, no one's happy with this price yet. I guess this is a really common one. Let's go up to something like 50. There you go, buddy. Oh, she doesn't like the core at 120. Okay. How about 100? That's about how much it sold last time. Nope. So this one's almost ready to. So these are pretty much worthless from what it looks like. Whetstones. Let's go 30. All right, bye, Memo. I think that's the end of my shop day. The weird colored ice cream sandwich. That's hardened steel. It does look like an ice cream sandwich. Cool. Alright then. We did pretty well, I think. So the shop's closed for the night. And I think I'm gonna take this whetstone off because it's just not selling for anything. What's nice about these, there are other ways to earn money through really cheap items. One of the things that I can upgrade my shop with is a discount rack, and whatever I put in there is like 75% off. But if you're getting a lot of a single item, just throw it in there, that kind of thing. Or you can sell it off with magic. When you're in the dungeons, you get to use this merchant mirror, a mirror that turns items into a small amount of gold. So I think that means like the lowest price that you could achieve with that item. You get to convert that item into that lowest price of gold. This is not a bad idea for things like whetstones, I think. All right, back in your home. Well, I suppose I'll just put one more of these energy crystals up and then call it a day. And this as well. Might as well. And this is how we shopkeep. Betty by time. I totally didn't mean to, I did the wrong action. I was trying to get to, whatever. Oh, look, a mirror. Hooray. Well, I don't often go into the dungeons during the day, so I'll try that this time. Because I still need several vines. We can, so part of our mission here is to invest in our town. Because we're apparently one of the more successful shops. Even though we were struggling, none of the other shops even existed before us. So we were like, all right, we'll help a blacksmith happen and a alchemist. And this is the next guy, the retailer, but that's way more money than I can afford right now. All right. So I don't know what the upgrade is. Oh, okay. So you only had to pay once. There's no like upgrade fee. Cool. Fair enough. So at this point, oh cool, our little buddy hatched. Hey friend. Flying golem made to collect materials and repair golems with them. Yeah. All right, we're gonna bring you with us. Cool. I got a little sidekick with me. That's fun. The hero makes me think of the kid from Bastion. He's got the short white hair. His name is Will, by the way. This guy's name is Will. He doesn't have a voice. Or, no. Well, we get to read his diary, which is in the first person, but so far he hasn't spoken to other villagers. It's kind of like Link, but we do get some of his personality through his diary entries. Alright. Ah! Oh no. Oh no, it's a mimic! He's gonna eat me. No! Leave me alone! Ah! Alright. Ooh, potions, good. That's gonna help us. Now I can click my RT to quick heal for a little bit. Yes, that's a broom. That was my first weapon. I can quick switch between primary and secondary weapons. My primary is a sword and a shield, and my secondary is just a broom spear. So we get these kind of temporal fields into different styles of dungeons, but that's pretty much an indication of that's going to be much harder. So be ready to fight a hard fight on these sides. These guys will do more damage than most. Ow! Oh! Already, that was like a third of my health. Okay. That's totally a Deku scrub. And the little dude I fought a second ago was basically Wind Waker Link with a Deku leaf. Get him, friend. Get him, little buddy. Cool. I think with the amount of money that I have, I can warp out at any time. I believe it takes about 300 for me to warp out, so I'm kind of safe. I might lose all my money if I die, though. So, advancing further is always a risk. That's part of dungeon crawling. And I haven't earned enough to justify leaving yet. But at least I'm out of the crazy hard forest part. It's just like a bonus area. Ah! No! Oh no! Ah! God dang it! I died, didn't I? No, not yet. I'm not doing well. Oh boy. Alright, friend. Ah! No! I'm not happy with this, but I think I'm gonna leave. I'm not feeling safe. Oh, cool. Yeah, it wouldn't. Okay. So I'm not sure how to tell, but that only took like 200 gold from me. Earlier it took about 300, but I was further into the dungeon. So there must be some indicator to tell you how much gold you need to spend to warp back. So it's used as a buying and selling resource, as well as a dungeon crawling resource. So that's a pretty cool system. You're not yeah, you can't. You're not allowed. I was close. I was 16 health away from dying. It was about to be bad.
Looking to craft some better gear, Will?
Alright, I want to get this big sword, but I still don't have enough vines. Vines are what I need. Alright, let's go back in and get some vines. But first, I'm going to want to drop off all this forest stuff, because I'm betting that's worth more than the regular dungeon stuff. Let's see. Quick move all. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Cool. So now at least my artifacts are safe. I can sell or magic those into money anytime I want. And now that it's nighttime, dungeons are going to be a little bit more challenging, which is okay. That means more. That means more and better artifacts. Ah, yay! You're not the only person who calls me Darbo. I got a friend who calls me Durbo. guess it's an easy one. Like, my parents and some of my friends have called me Darbles. And you're the second person I've known who's called me like Darbo or Durbo. Like, ending my name in an O. Fair enough. I know, right? How are you rolling with a backpack on? I agree. I don't know. You'll notice some frames are missing. It's kind of conveniently skipping the part where you'd be rolling over his backpack. Going straight to the butt. Good question. I also question it. Healing springs. Good for your health. Bring you back up to full. That hard. Darbu. Alright, whoop, I looked away for a second and got slashed by this golem. Alright, there we go. Oh, good, some vines. That's 2 down. It looks, I think we need about 7 or 8 more. Might as well head up that spring again. I wonder if it runs out of healing potential. Like if you keep coming back to it, if it just drains out of magic at some point. So far it hasn't, in my experience with this game, but maybe. Yeah! No, sir? Sorry, Seath. I'm gonna finish this level, though. Yeah, it didn't even take a hit. That's my first time perfecting a boss. Oh, hey, Bee Honey. How you doing today? Alright, here we go. Easier room, but slimes! There we go. Got him. Uh-oh! A couple of those bonus slimes fell down, but that's okay. And I got a skeleton over here. Oh, sweet, there was a vial of potion. Good. Alright. Forest area, gotta. Oh, this looks exactly like the last one, so that's convenient. Gonna get you. There we go. Watch out for this Deku scrub looking dude. Ooh. I'm gonna hit you behind the logs. That's the way I'm gonna take you out. There you go. Whoa! Okay. Okay, so once they start shooting, they're in that direction for the duration of their round. Of their round of shooting. So that's good to know. So, cool. Ah! That seems to apply to most, if not all, enemies. We haven't gotten far enough to see if other enemies switch between shots during a round. Or attacks. During a round of attacks. But so far, both the golems and those Deku scrub-looking bad guys in the forests have that same mechanic. It's a good way to help you plan for a series of attacks. Alright, that was it. Got them all. Another diary here. What do we got? They're like moths. Like moths to the flame, I tell ya. These adventurers. So many attracted to the dungeons. So many to only feel the burn. Luckily, if you pass out in the dungeon from exhaustion, or pain, it spits you out, eventually. It's a messy ordeal. No one really knows what happens. But one eventually wakes up outside the dungeon, with only small traces of slime nearby and, well, any injuries they may have accumulated inside. Yes, some have left the dungeons and never returned, but plenty have stuck it out. Many enjoyed the thrill of the fight, many looking for that big payday. There really is so much more to these dungeons, though. Really? Well, at this point, I could either warp back, or I could continue on to dungeon level 2. I think I got enough health to try for 2 and get as many things as I can. The unfortunate part here is the amount of inventory that I might be losing going forward, but we'll see. You started classes, awesome. High school, college? Feel free not to answer if that's too personal. Like my bad. This is just a natural question that came to mind. Ah! Oh, butts. Okay. Okay. Gotta heal myself. Ah! Oh, butts. I'm gonna get it. Ah! I got 2 goos. 2 schlimes. Cool. I'm sure this, like, I bet that the potion master sells health potions. Ah! Whoops. Okay, what am I willing to drop for this stuff? Destroy 1 artifact curse in the direction shown when placed. What the crap? Ugh. No. Here's the part of the game that annoys me is they're such experts at inventory management, and with the programmers are, the developers are, that they mess with the player. Like, all right, we're gonna give you some advanced inventory management and add tasks for things to pick up. Like you have to, like, here's a basic one where you have to place their artifact on either the left or right of your bag. So, for example, I can't place one here or here. It has to be on this side of my bag or this side of my bag, the left or right. So yeah, they're experts in their craft, and they mess with the players who aren't. So that's interesting. All right. So I don't even know what this means. What does that even mean? It feels like a riddle. Destroy 1 artifact curse in the direction shown when placed. I don't know what that means. So here's, I don't know. Artifact remains hidden while currently in the dungeon. So I'm gonna destroy something not worth a whole lot. Most of my things are worth okay amounts. Here, have that one. Nursing, awesome. Oh, right on. Heck yeah. My mom is a nurse. She started a program where she's gonna be working from home soon. And I forget exactly what it is, but it's basically form review words. Apologies, I get a little bit slurry if I'm imbibing. And tonight I'm imbibing at my own behests. But yeah, my mom started a nursing position as a form reviewer, something like that, where and she's been doing nursing since I was little. But it's a job that would allow her to work from home, which is super nice, and I'm glad she has found that as a career track. Yeah. So very cool. Awesome. I salute and applaud you for going to nursing. That is a strength that I don't know if I have. That is super admirable. I better get out of this dungeon. I'm gonna die. There we go. I'm out. A lot of washing my hands. Yeah, fair enough. Disimpacting bowels and dealing with blood. Yeah, you gotta wash them hands.
You look well today, Will. What can I do for you?
So, still want a big sword, but I'm 5 short of the vines. And earlier when I first started, I used the magic mirror to convert vines into money for like the lowest price that they would sell. And that was a mistake, apparently, because I could have used those vines to help me. Oh, Well, no, it's still not enough. I have 10 total. And the rest of these things I can sell. Ah! Wrong way. There we go. Alright. So it looks like the goal is going to be going back into the dungeon, hopefully finding some vines. Till then, maybe I can get a couple of potions from our friend over here at the alchemy shop. Aaron. Oh, hi. This book, so good. Yes, what can I do for you? What do you want to craft today? Potions, please. I could use some. Okay, so it requires types of slimes, and I only have the red ones at the moment. I'm guessing that's like a different colored slime, like a blue or green. I got 30 of the reds, but not enough of the others. That's okay. We'll, nah, I don't want to waste that much. We'll take 2 with us. Thank you, Aaron. Now back into the dungeon. Hey, buddy. Have you found any new culture artifacts in the dungeons, Will? Mari. I always found it fascinating how all the items we find in the dungeons appear to be from entirely different civilizations with unique cultures. I'm sure it has something to do with dimension warping, especially after seeing those forest areas. Magic. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Spider Sam. So it's a mix of dungeon crawling and shopkeeping, which is a very niche genre of game. The only other one that I've seen that matches that type of game, which I guess there's a crowd for, is Reciteer, and I'm not sure how to spell it off the top of my head, but like they make a joke about it in the game where it sounds like racketeer. It's like, I don't know if you want to name your shop like Reciteer because it sounds like you're racketeering. But it's more anime-ish visuals with that kind of like shoujo artwork. I feel like this game, Moonlighter, it's more recent. It came out this year or last year. I feel like it's improved on some of the system of that game. So yeah, apparently, I guess now that I think about it, if you go into like MMOs, you'll see certain merchant classes setting up shops, like Lineage 2, I think it was like the dwarves, or maybe it was a different maybe it was just a merchant class who you could set up shop and have items for sale and just kind of wait for other players to come around and buy your thing, and they'd be everywhere. They'd be all over, like in the lobbies and the main like fountain town areas. So there's definitely a market for this kind of game for folks who really enjoy the economics of like buying and selling and dungeon crawling. Like there's a mix of that, and that's really cool. Like I can't say that it's my favorite type of genre, but it apparently has an audience. And it's nice to see that. It's nice to see good quality games like this one come out for that kind of play style. And I was saying before that this game particularly has done really, really well with item and inventory management. It's hard to see from here because I don't have much in my backpack, but yeah, just the shortcuts you can use with your controller or keyboard to transfer one or all of one type of item or all the items at once. Really convenient. So, like, good stuff in that department. And I'm not planning on playing much of this game. I just wanted to give it a shot today because I just started 1 hour and 44 minutes ago, and I hadn't played it at all since then. But I figured I wanted to. I realized the other day that I have Xbox Game Pass. It's a subscription service that my husband and I pay into for Microsoft, and it's a back catalog of a lot of old Xbox games, as well as a decent amount of new ones, and a lot of indie titles. So you pay so much a month, and you get access to this huge library of games. And I had forgotten that I had it because that for one reason or another, I was playing other games and whatnot. But I remembered that it was there. I was like, oh, I'm gonna, play around with a couple games on my own, not on stream. It's like, this library is freaking huge. So I got it in my head that it might be a fun idea to do another series of games like I did with LOZ from A to Z, but do it with like a day's worth of 4 hours worth of play into a game like this, with Xbox Game Pass, whatever they have in their catalog, and call it something like Pass or Play. It's just a cute little clever name that doesn't mean a whole lot, but I don't know if it's even semantically appropriate, but something like that, where I take a game every weekday and just play a little bit of it, and at the end of that 3 or 4 hours, I give my first impression review of it, and it's always up to everyone who watches or plays a game. Anyway, I give my review on it. I think that could be a fun little adventure. Though this upcoming next 2 weeks are going to be filled with me doing a playthrough of Xenogears, which will be my first time playing it, and it's going to be a big one. It's a Japanese RPG, so 60 plus hours of gameplay. So it's probably going to take me 2.5 weeks to finish it. Maybe even more. Depends on how into it I get and how many side quests I'm willing to do, that kind of thing. It's a PS1 era game. But yeah, after that's done, maybe this is it's a new type of series that I'm kind of batting around in my head that might be fun. Yeah, right? Yeah. I think it's fun. Just kind of, that's basically all it would be. It was like first impression game review. Like, because there are some games that I get into that, like, I'll play and feel like I have an obligation to finish them, and maybe this idea for a series is part of me learning to get past that. It's like, if I find a game that I just don't enjoy, it's okay to let it go. Like, I don't have to finish that game. And then again, there are like arcade style games that are fun to just keep play for a couple minutes at a time, that you're like, I could see myself playing this on and off, just like sitting on my couch and grabbing my Switch or something and playing this for 10 or 15 minutes, then putting it back, but getting countless hours in it. One of the games I played that I didn't stream on my Game Pass was a game called Downwell, and it's really aesthetically pleasing. It's another pixel art game, and it's like black and white and red, though you can change the palettes in the game to be different styles. And all it is your character is like a human character, and they jump down a well, and there are monsters, and as you're falling down, there are monsters coming up, and you're like jumping on them and shooting them with your boots. Like, your boots have guns in them, and they can get like Contra style upgrades with like machine guns or shotguns or lasers, that kind of thing. So all the game is you're falling down a well and jumping and shooting enemies, and like every time you shoot, you kind of get a little bit more height, so you're slowing yourself down from the momentum of falling. that's a game I can see myself just picking up anytime and playing for a couple minutes and be like, that was refreshing to play, but I'm done. But it's one that I could come back to. So yeah, having these quick reviews of games and the resource that Game Pass provides you is really, really good, and I need to start using it. We got a really good deal on it for one reason or another, but I haven't really put a lot of time into the Game Pass games, and they're there. There's so many of them, and I think that'd be a fun project. Like, maybe after Xenogears, I'll give that a shot, doing a first impression game review thing, because I haven't seen much of that on YouTube or elsewhere, where people will, give games a try and not. I guess it's kind of on the other end of, like, the completionist. Like Gerard, he'll complete a game until it's done, like complete all 100% of. That is a daunting task, but it provides that kind of review provides value for the people who really enjoy completing a game 100%. Like, I enjoyed completing. I'm gonna die. No! I died because I wasn't paying attention enough. I enjoyed completing a game like Kingdom Hearts or Kingdom Hearts 2, because, like, the collectibles and the synthesizing of items wasn't too daunting a task. It was challenging, but it wasn't. It didn't kill you to do it, that kind of thing. But there are some that are just, like, frustrating as all get out to try to get, like, level 99 or like the best weapons. It's like, I gotta spend 30 hours doing this one task. So that kind of review is really good to have on hand. So I'm considering doing kind of the easier spectrum of that type of review, or like, all right, first impression reviews. I play 4 hours. I feel like that's enough time to really get you into a game. Even with games with really big intros like Kingdom Hearts 2, that was like a 3-hour intro to a game, but within 1 hour I fell in love with it. Like, it was a great game. So yeah, that could be a fun way to go about doing random reviews, and that way I also get to go through a big catalog of games really quickly. It's so far it's just a thought, but it's something that sounds enticing. I'm gonna go get my bottle of water. I'm getting mouth dehydrated, but I'll be right back. Oh, it's Dork Princess. Hello. How you doing tonight? So yeah, this is kind of this is pretty much a trial run of that concept. And at the end of this, I'll give my off-the-cuff review. I'm not writing scripts for this. I want it to be. I want my initial reviews to be just that, initial. Yeah. And maybe I'll change that kind of format later on, where I'm like, okay, maybe I need more thought around this before I have a solid feeling about a game. But at least for this trial run, I want to give my review of this game at the very end of my run of it. Of the 4-hour playthrough, to just go as a, I loved it or I didn't love it, and I played it for 4 hours. That seems like a fair shake for a game. Yeah. Having audacity troubles. I get you. Cherry, take it away. Oh, never mind. Good old Cherry. He's such a good host. I love Cherry. I was hold on. I was thinking of getting while I was away for the weekend. I'll be right back. I got a thing right around the corner here. I got this pillow that I bought from one of the tables at the convention I went to over the weekend, and it's a bone. It's a big old stuffed bone, and I don't know how I would connect it to my chair. It doesn't have any it doesn't have any like straps that would go around it, but oh, it's so fluffy. It's crocheted and everything. I love it. Hey, more padding. Yeah, what troubles are you having with Audacity? It can get a little cumbersome, tiresome sometimes. I get it. Oh! Oh! Betty. I just need like 5 more total vines in this run before I can go back to town. Vines. Well, I might have enough. Okay, that might be enough. And I'm out of things. I'm gonna look in this next area. If it's not like a healing spring, I'm out. Okay. Alright, I see you. Don't you do that. Don't you grab my items. Alright. That was an easy one. Enjoy. I think this... Alright, I'm playing it safe. I'm out of here. This actually adds a nice little... Yeah, dude, like this bone adds a nice little kind of padding for my hands. For my like, wrist to set on right here in my lap. It's pretty cool. The neck bone connects to the spine bone. To that bone. Yeah, it can take a while to get the hang of Audacity or any other DAW. Alright, maybe I have enough. This forge is ablaze and ready to craft whatever you may need. Cool. So I have enough there. Time to be a shopkeeper. Time to earn enough money to be able to pay for that sword. Alright, and what's nice is he can use the thingamabobbers that you have in your inventory without you having to grab them. So that's cool. I appreciate that. I'm going to try to sell some of these too. Some of these forest things. Oops. Let's, grab all of those. And those. And those. There we go. So, what we got to do here is open up our shop. Customers will come in and either be willing to pay or not willing to pay for these items. And I'll have to lower or raise the prices depending. Alright, so he's happy with that. She's happy with that. There you go, ma'am. You like that one? Eee, okay, he still thinks he's getting a good deal on that, huh? So, what we're gonna do is raise that price to 300. Hopefully that's enough. Because otherwise I'm not doing myself any favors by keeping it that low. And this guy, I'm betting around 400 because that was a rarer item. Oh. Here, have another one of these. Oops. Ah! I'm gonna try 350 for this one. There you go, buddy. My goal is to get to 1,000 by the end of the workday, which is about two or 3 minutes, something like that. This game is called Moonlighter. You are a dungeon crawler and a shopkeep. All right, so he was happy with that plant. Here you go. I'll sell it. I'll sell these things. There you go, buddy. It's interesting that he waited to get in line. Cool. Well, this will be enough to upgrade or buy that big sword. That's good. So that last one sold for like 300, right? Let's try for 310 for this one. Or no, I think something like that, I think. And for this plant, I'm guessing around... Wow, that sold for really well. Let's try 500. And how about this thing? I don't know. The life plant flesh. I'm gonna go for another 500. I think those are worth more than the other things that aren't planty. Oh, she don't like that price. Okay, we're gonna lower the plant flesh to 300. All right. Oh, okay. So that pitcher plant there, whatever it is, the life fluid, it was just slightly overpriced. I'm gonna go to 350 for that. Economics, the game. There you go, friends. And I think that's about the end of my workday. This might be my last customer. Oh, no. But you can see like the twilight coming. The light's just a-fading. What do you think of that pitcher plant? Yeah, okay, so she felt like that was a really good deal. With the coin eyes, that means she felt like she got one over on me, maybe. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe what a good deal that was. Let's try for 250 for this one. What do you think, Grandpa? Too expensive? Okay. I don't like the plant flesh for that much. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 200 for this one. Oh good, he bought that pitcher plant. There you go, friends. Ah, here comes a brave adventurer. We got an achievement. Good merchant. Sell 20 items for the perfect price. Cool. Oh, they didn't like the plant flesh. Okay, fair enough. I'll lower this to 150 and this one to 100. How do you like that? How do you like them apples? All right. So even the plant flesh is kind of just not gonna sell well, it looks like, or it's just not popular at the moment. I don't know what these are worth. I'm gonna highball them at 400. I don't think they're gonna sell that well though. Let's go to 50 and 40. No. Alright, so 40 was a fantastic deal for them. Oh, good. Sweet. So that type of leaf is worth... That's the most I've sold for a single item so far. And that was a reasonable price. When they have the not coin smiley eyes, that means good price. The coin smiley eyes are either perfect or they got one over on you. So cool. So that's the day. The day's over. And since I earned a lot of money, I'm going to invest in my town. And I'm also going to invest in myself. I'm going to buy a new sword.
You look well today, Will. What can I do for you?
I'm going to buy this big old sword. I'm curious how this works. And I can upgrade it. Sweet. Okay. I can upgrade it on 2 tracks. I don't know what this track is. They're both 4,000, but I can't afford it yet. That's what it is. I can, at the very least, buy a couple potions and head back into the dungeon. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, Now I have two options for weapons. I can quick switch between, you can see at the top right there, between my sword and shield and my big sword. Never played with a big sword before, so I'm curious. Oh, hi! This book. So good. Yes, what can I do for you? What do you want to craft today? Enchantments? Maybe? Okay. Interesting. So that would up my attack by 32 point, or up by 7 points, but reduce my speed by 10. I think I'll be fine. I'm not gonna risk it. But I can also buy potions from her. Alright. We'll buy a couple. Sweet. Thank you, Aaron. So, let's quick equip these. Bam. Got some nice potions. I feel like I probably put the other potions that I had in my storage, so I should probably grab some of those. It's cool. So it did have that rune tool. It looks like an 8mm cable, doesn't it? It won't let me look at it. Well. Ah, well. Okay. So let's head into the dungeon with our new great sword. I do enjoy popular. I do enjoy playing with like a great sword in Dark Souls, so maybe this will translate. Big heavy swings. Okay, let's check this out. So it's a little bit slower, but whoa. Oh cool, I get a spin attack like Link. Ow! Ah! Okay, so you get less recovery time to roll away with this sword. Fair enough. Get him, friend. Ah! Fun. Alright. Ow! I hurted myself. Alright. Oh no! Wrong way. Go in my inventory, not into the treasure chest. Yeah! Cool. A single spin attack just took him out. Those are particularly hard enemies so far. Alright, here we go. Sweet. Yeah. Ah! 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 There we go. I healed myself a little bit with a potion. Welcome back, Dork Princess. Alright. Oh, sweet. A healing spring. No, I've yet to eat my... sips tea.